Well guys, we've got probably about 35-mile-an-hour gusts of wind lashing the allotments today, and the rain's absolutely hammering it down, and the greenhouse is rocking, everywhere's rocking. And not 10 minutes ago it was beautiful and clear. I just left the house, it was sun shining. I comes down, I just sorted the chickens out, just come in the greenhouse, I turn round and we've got these dark satanic skies looking at behind us. We have got crazy buggers on the allotments. I mean, if you're zooming right at the very top of the allotments, up there, let's zoom in a bit. Got that crazy bugger, Dave, up there digging. I'm surprised he's still here with this wind. Honestly, there's 30-mile-an-hour gusts lashing the place at the moment. You've got the rains coming in sideways, that's how strong the wind is. And that daft bugger up there is digging. Oh, sorry, keep the cameras... Try to keep the camera balanced, I'm just freehanding the camera at the moment. But yeah, there are people on the allotments working here. It should stop now. Look at that, it's starting to brighten up. Let's hope it clears up in a bit. Anyway, we're going to run the intro, and we'll come back and I'll tell you what we've been doing this week. I've got a few clips to show you. But yeah, this has all happened in the space of 10 minutes. It was beautiful on here 10 minutes ago. It's amazing just what the weather can change like in Manchester. Hi guys, well, welcome back to Allotment Diggers. Got a few clips to show you today. Did you notice that wind and rain there at the beginning? Oh my god. And Dave, the crazy so-and-so, there he was working in it. Didn't phase him one little bit. I run like it, run into the greenhouse, and not 10 minutes from leaving the front door, it was beautiful. In fact, it's beautiful now. The sun shines out. Well, it's beautiful clear skies now, and within an hour of what you saw there at the front, it's cleared right up. But it was like apocalypse now. 30-mile-an-hour gusts. The wind was coming in sideways, as you saw there, and he's working in it. And I come running into the greenhouse because I don't want to catch the lurgit again. I've already got it. The last thing I need to catch another chest infection, and I've realised what's causing these chest infections. It's I do like to wear trainers, and my feet get wet all the time, and I don't change them straight away, and obviously, and that's what's giving me the that's why I keep getting chest infections and what have you, I suppose. Plus I've got bad pair of lungs, which doesn't help. But as soon as I see the rain now, I come running into the greenhouse. So I was fine, eh? I'm more concerned about him, but now it's absolutely beautiful. It really is. Earlier in the week, we've had everything thrown at us this week. -7 one night, which took out all my Christmas spuds. That was a bit of a kick in the head. However, I've still got some spuds in buckets, so I'm not too bothered about that. Yeah, we've had rain, we've had sleet. Actually, hailstone, it wasn't sleet, it was hailstone. We had that a little bit earlier on. And rain. Oh my god, we've had so much rain. And in between all that, you get a bit of sunshine like we've got now, and I get a bit done. Once it's we get some sunshine, I get stuck in. And what we've been doing, we've been top dressing one of the. I just seen a squirrel go past that, unbelievable. We've been top dressing one of the front beds. We've been clearing it out. You're going to see me doing all this in a moment. It's the raspberry canes, but we've got to tidy them up. You've got the currant bushes as well in that bed, and there's a load of summer plants which have all died back, and I've got to take the tops off them all. You're going to see me top dressing with horse manure. And while we're doing that bed, we'll be doing the opposites. There's another bed at the side of it with all the seed, and we're going to be taking that out as well. There's a planter, big planter. We're going to be taking all the tops out of everything, all the summer bulbs out. Well, not summer bulbs, the summer tops of the plants out. There's hundreds of bulbs in these planters. I top dress that as well. You're going to see all this coming up in this video. So this is what we've been doing this week. So we're still getting stuff done, even though the weather's playing hard for us all. So this is what we've been doing. So as you can see here, the raspberries have gone crazy, and we're going to take all these suckers and cut them all out because we don't want them there. We want them along this trellis. So this is the bed I'm going to be doing today. I've got to take all the gladiolas out, and there's a few tops off the dahlias here. We're going to top dress it with horse manure. We've actually got a couple of carnations there, so I've got to be careful. Just down there, just starting to flower, buds on them. So we'll leave the carnations in, but everything else will be coming out. These are me new red and white currants. There's several of them along here, so we're going to take all these out as well. So all that's in this bed will be cleared, the leaves will be taken out, and we're going to top dress it. In fact, I might even leave the leaves in and just top dress it with some horse manure and tie all these canes up. The other thing I want to do is this planter here. Got to clear that planter, that pot there, take everything out of that pot, clean the hanging baskets, get rid of them apples there what are hanging in the tree. We just left them on it. We're not bothering with this. This is Golden Delicious, by the way, and as you probably know, about 4 years ago it snapped, and where we took it from, where this branch here, the main trunk of the tree now was a little branch, and the main branch is where you can see it's snapped just down here. So that's where it snapped. But this is where we've sort of trained it up, and I'm just going to take the apples out and tidy this around here and give this thyme a trim and the pots. So what you see here, we'll come back and I'll show you when it's all done. Might trim this as well, this rose, trim it back, take it back really hard for next year. So there we go, that's the plan for today. So I'll come back when it's all done. I'll come back when we're in increments maybe and show you what we're doing. Well, we're getting there. Just going to empty that wheelbarrow, and we'll start on the other side, and then we'll probably top dress it with some horse manure when we've done. And collect these suckers, you see them there, I'm going to plant them in between the gaps along where the raspberries are. I might give a few of them away. For the runners what are coming out, I've just pulled them out. You know, I've not broke them in any way, and there's a nice root system there. The birds are all over it. I mean, I need to top up the feeders as well. So blue tits and great tit there on the feeder. Just below it we've got a little dunnet moving about, and a robin as well. And they're all to keep me company. Anyway, I'll be back in a moment. I'm just going to clear this the wheelbarrow. So while I'm doing this other bed, I'm just taking the tops off this sedum and making it easy for when I come to take all the raspberries, I should say the black currants out of this bed. So I've only got 2 more of these sedum to do. They are big bushes. Got me snips, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to have at it. Well, I've done the front part of it. What you see there is 5 red and white currants. Now remember me putting them in last year, there was about 8 inches tall. Now they've really taken off. And you've got the dahlias. I've just took the tops off the dahlias. I pulled the runners out, just what come off the raspberries on this side. However, the other side's a lot worse, so I've got to do all that. I'm not throwing all of them away. I'm going to be giving them away to different people if they want them. Like this year we had some cracking results on the raspberries. So just got the other side of the bed. We're going to top dress it with a horse manure. While we've been doing this bed here, little sparrows there come to grab the worms. We've actually been taking the tops off the sedum out of this bed here, all the tops. We will be clearing this bed eventually. This is the last bed I'm going to be working on, but I took the tops off the sedum because it's been bloody impossible to walk down the path Now the paths are all clear, it's easy to walk around. I will be top dressing them shortly. However, before we get round to that side, I want to clear this planter here, take everything and put it into the wheelbarrow and below. So once I've done that, then we can get down that back edge and finish it all off. So that's the plan. So let's have at it. This compost is a bit dry, so just wet it, stop it blowing away. Well, we finally we top dressed it obviously with some compost. So just put the compost back in the greenhouse. It was a bit dry, so I've watered it. Not that it needs any water, it looks like it's going to rain again in a bit. But yeah, we've got this planter sorted out as well. And we've cleared the hanging baskets, and yeah, there's only a couple of beds on the front to do now. So the next job will probably be putting horse manure into this bed here. And then we can start thinking about the strawberry runners after we've done all that. And we've also got some raspberry canes as well. I'm just going to trim them and stick in a bucket of water for the time being until I can find either an home for them on my plot or give them to someone else. But the actual canes which have spread out from these ones here. So this is the finished bed. As you can see, we've got horse manure all the way around the bushes, the red, white, red currants. There's 5 different varieties of raspberries there. I couldn't tell you what they are off the top of my head, but underneath there you've got the dahlias, and you've got 3 carnations. I've left them in. So this is that bed all complete. So there's only 2 other beds really I need to have at, and that's this one, which is going to be the last one to touch, and that one over there is going to be the next one. What I've got to do really now is just give this a quick wash, clean my tools, and the job's a good one. So yeah, I'm just going to go and wash these now, and we'll be right back. So there we go, folks. Just give it a quick wash. All my tools all got a good washing, and now I can put them back where I got them from, knowing that they're clean. So we've made a great start. We've got 2 more beds to take care of. There's a few more jobs. In fact, I'll be taking on a tour in a moment or two and show you what the plot looks like, and I'll tell you what we still need to do. So wait for that, and you can see what we're doing. I hadn't realised I've not sorted my Enorma runner beans out. Now I had them drying out in a tray, and I noticed them earlier. Anyway, I'm going to show you now what I actually do with my seeds, the ones that I'm going to use next year. So check this out. I'm just bagging my Enorma runner beans up, guys. I've let them all dry out now. I've done, as you can see, 3 envelopes full of them. And what I'm doing, I'm just doing, put a few more in there. Yeah, I'll try and get them all in this one. Like I said, they've all been checked. And just take the sticky tape off them and seal them up. We will inspect these over the winter, but there's four envelopes there with Enorma runner beans, and the reason why there's 4 is because we put them all in the same bag, and there's one which is a dodgy seed, and it starts to rot. It could rot all of them. So if it rot, one of them, or maybe 2 of them rot in, 2 of these bags are damaged, we've still got 2 more. So the moral of the story is, don't put all your eggs in one basket. So there they all are. These are just going to my shed now, on the shelf where it's nice and dry, and we'll keep an eye on them. We'll have a look again later on, probably about end of February, or the start of February I would have said. So there we go. They're the Enorma anyway, and some more envelopes there for a few more seeds. So as I was saying, you don't put all your eggs in one basket, and you certainly don't do that with your seeds, because it only takes one dodgy seed and you can ruin the lot. So I tend to put them in these packs like this. There's 4 packs there. I think that each one of them, I've already checked them, they'll be perfectly fine, and I only need, like I say, one of these packs for all mine, and these I just give to friends. And there's a story behind these seeds. Last year I grew some enormous beans. I mean, I got my tape measure out, there was 23 inches, and they want the big ones. The story of what I'm going to tell you now, it's quite funny really. My old mate Jimmy, who's just moved up to Carlisle, hope he's okay up there, he said to me, he says, alright, we'll take some runner beans, Mark, off your wigwam. I said, yeah, not a problem, mate. He said, help yourself, I'm going. I said, as I was going up the path, I'm humbled, don't take the very big ones, because I want to measure them. And he never heard me. Come on the next morning, and all the big ones are gone, and all the biggest one what was left was this one. There's a few about 23, between 20 and 23. I think the biggest was 24 inches long. I thought, you bugger, he's took all, he's took them all. So that old dear there should be over the moon. there was nearly 3 foot long, these things, and I just wanted to record. I should have recorded them that day, but I didn't. Anyway, he took them, and the biggest ones I managed to grow was 23 inches, and these are the seeds. Well, the seeds from them I grew this year, and these are the seeds from the plants from the previous year. So basically, these are the seeds from the plants what grew last year. So anyway, next year hopefully we'll get some bigger ones, and I'll be camera out recording them when they get to the size I want them to get. But it was enormous, these things, it really was, and they were straight as well, and he took the bloody lot. Unbelievable. So yeah, we don't stick all his seeds in one basket. Separate them and don't put them in plastic bags, guys. Don't put them in anything plastic because they'll sweat and they'll rot. Paper bags, envelopes, anything like that is perfect for them. I'm going to take you on a bit of a tour around the plot now and show you what's still left to do, and well, we'll explain what we've got to do when we take you on the tour. So this is what the plot looks like. It's like I say, it's the 16th today, 16th of December, Monday. Well guys, it's tour time, and just look at that wind there. In fact, if you look up there, look at the way that the clouds are racing across the sky there. Absolutely crazy. Not an hour ago, we had 30 mile an hour, 40 mile an hour gusts of wind on here and rain. You just seen it in the video at the intro. But I'm taking you on a bit of a tour now and taking you around the allotments. There's nothing in the greenhouses here really, nothing of consequence to see. But you're going to get a lot of wind blowing on the camera, so you're going to have to excuse the sound. So there's a new flag. Just checking the roof up here, making sure that's okay. It is. You can see the back of the screen out there. This shed, I made this shed a few years back. There is instructions on the internet there how I built it. It's all scaffolding boards. Anyway, let's show you what we've been doing so far in the clean up. Obviously we've cleaned this front bed here. If you look into this bed here, into these buckets here, you can see bulbs coming up now. There's a look at all the hanging baskets have all been cut back, and you've got crocuses coming up in all these, all the way along. We've closed the coal frame that was open. We haven't done that with the strawberries yet. I do need to take the runners out of here. Everything you can see in this bed here are bulbs coming up. I mean, you can see the sedum here. These are crocuses, but every little bit of green you see coming up there, I don't know if you really can see it clearly enough. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but every little green bud is a daffodil or a tulip, and the whole bed here is just a mass of them. The dahlias have been covered up as well. These two things we've got in here are poppies, and then you got the sedum. This will come back next year. This is the next year's growth. We do need to top dress the paths with some new wood chip, but I'm waiting for the good wood chip. I'm not putting anything down. There's no membrane on the paths. It's all, it's just wood chip, and you can see there's no weeds coming through. There's not a weed on the allotments. Well, maybe in that bed and this bed, because we haven't worked on this bed yet. But I'm going to have to get in here pretty soon, because what's happening is all the bulbs are coming up here as well, and all the way along here, there's bulbs everywhere. So this bed really does need working on. This is the only bed I haven't really touched. If you look into the planters here, we cleared all these, and you can see all the spring bulbs coming up in the planters. Everyone, there's hundreds of them all the way along. But this bed needs sorting out. This is my last bed. These are all spring bulbs coming up. Crocuses here coming up. We do need to do a little bit of work on the table. I've got to be careful because we've got spring bulbs come along the trees here of daffodils, so I don't want to be standing on them. This here is golden oregano. There's some mint there, that's all been cut back and tidied up. As you can see, crocuses coming up there, crocuses here, all along here. I don't know if you can see out coming up inside there. Yeah, lots of bulbs. Again, crocuses in here. Moving along to the back part of the plot. There's a few radish in there, a few turnips. Again, we've got bulbs coming up here. No sign of the elephant garlic yet. I assure you they will come up. They just take time, that's all. And well, my girls are okay. I just thrown a load of lettuce and currant buns in there for them, and that's what they're feeding on. And it's pretty warm inside there. It's not cold. The water doesn't freeze like it freezes on everybody else's. I'm just moving on to the back part of the plot because I want to show you something. Rhubarb, and it's starting to come up. I need to throw some horse manure over the top of it. So this is where I need to put horse manure. I'll do that in the week. This frame here, someone give it me. I don't even know what I'm going to do with it. I had an idea of putting the chickens in and letting them, moving them about the plot and letting them, you know, play out basically, give them a better life than the ones that they've got inside here. But you know, it's cold at the moment, winter months. Anyway, let's move on along the. Where are they all? They must be underneath here. There they are. There's a few of them poking out now. Oh well. Let's move on because I want to show you a few other things. There's a few potatoes in there that we need to lift out. I'm not bothered with them at the moment because we don't need them. These beds are closed down. There's nothing in them at the moment. However, I've got a load of onions to go in here. Really, I should have put the onions in earlier this year, but I can actually put them in later. I'm going to put them into the greenhouse, the onions, into sets, into some trays that I've got. But yeah, these beds are all closed. Yeah, let's have a look at this. This is the garlic. These are the Solent White and Porcelain White. And as you can see, they're about 4 inches high now. Don't take them long to come up, probably a couple of weeks. That's how long it's took them. And there's a few empty gaps there, but I can actually see them starting to come through now. So they will be full. Every one of these rows will be full, and that's good. I'd hate to see like empty gaps, but I can actually see they're just taking a little bit longer to come up. I mean, you look here, you can see them just poking through here. You've got a raised here, poking through there. I'm sure I just saw. Yeah, I can just feel it there. There's another one there, and you know, so there's probably 1 or 2 gaps that. But considering there's about 300 garlic in there, you know. Looking along the back here, all the trees are all bare now. I collected all the leaves, most of them are in there. I do need to get the shears out, and I need to cut through the back here. These are all my dahlia frames. I'm going to get in the back. This is something what I'm going to be doing in the winter. A few scaffolding boards there, lots of pallets, a little bench there. I was going to make a bit of a bench, put it here, so I could sit here right next to the compost bin. This fence is still there. I don't even know why this fence is still here. It was just to stop people from climbing in. We just moved it out of the way. Anyway, as you can see, all the way up here, the path's clear. However, my neighbour's not particularly keen on doing hers at the moment, but she will do, I assure you. Come spring, hopefully she'll get stuck in. There is one part I haven't done yet, and it's this around the pond here, because I did see a couple of frogs and newts a couple of weeks ago, so I've just left them a little bit longer, let them move off and go into hibernation, and I'm going to trim around here. The fruit bushes, or the fruit trees, they're all the leaves are off now, and just underneath these trees you can see the snowdrops. Let's come down here. You can't really see them clearly, but all the way underneath the trees here, it's just going to be a field of snowdrops. They're beautiful, they are. You'll see them come up Give it about 4 or 5 weeks, so you see them a lot clearer, and it'll be a carpet of them underneath these trees. They're absolutely beautiful. Oh, a little coal tit there. Just between the trees. I don't, you can't, it's just going on the feeder up there. See if we can just swing round. There it is. Little coal tit on the feeder. I need to put some grease balls in there. I'll do that in a bit. But yeah, little coal tit there. You get a lot of dunnets in here, in amongst all these bushes. Anyway, back to the tour. The rhubarb, I've done this bed, top dressed it with a horse manure. All the planters here, you can see bulbs coming up all in at the planters, and you can see just down here on the boards here, daffodils, tulips. There's 3 rows of them all the way along here. These will be coming all the way, you know, around the bed. Now where my knees are here, all the way around the borders. You'll be seeing tulips and daffodils later on. Bloody rhubarb's starting to come up there. Like I say, you throw a bit of horse manure on it, and it just wants to grow. This is the bed I'm having a dilemma with. I don't know whether to take this row out or this row of currant bushes. Now these go black, red, white, black. These are all black currants. Now I've got black currants there, and I've got black currants in the other bed over there. So I'm thinking of taking these ones out, but I've got to be careful because, like I say, look what's happening. All the spring bulbs are coming up. So I've got to make a decision which one I do. But what I want to do, if I take whichever side I take out, I want to put another trellis like that and then put some more raspberry canes up. So this is the bed that we've been working on, what you've just seen me doing. It's been top dressed with horse manure, and all the canes have all been sort of tied up. I need to do a bit more work with them. These are all this red currant, white currant, red currant, white currant, red currant. See, I don't really need them ones, so I might take that row out and put another trellis in just here. But you can see all the spring bulbs coming up. I mean, just look down here. This is my dilemma, because I took my finger off the ball really with this bed. I should have, when I made the decision to pull everything out, I should have done it straight away. I mean, we've even got buds on these things. It's you know, what is it? I'm not too sure. It's December. I don't even know what the date is. It's probably about the 17th, 18th. I haven't got my phone on me to tell you what day it is. It's Sunday anyway today, so gives you some idea. Anyhow, so yeah, we've tidied this bed up. I do want to top dress these paths here with wood chip, but I want to use decent wood chip. There's no problem with the path. I mean, look at them, they're clear. Sorry about the wind, guys. It is windy. I mean, just look at that flag there. Shows you how windy it is. Even the seagulls are having trouble keeping up there. But yeah, I'm going to get some nice wood chip on the paths. People ask me, do you put anything underneath the path? The answer simple is no, I do not. It's just pure wood chip, and over the years it gets trampled down. It basically turns into concrete. You can't get any weeds, won't grow in it. You get the odd one, and you know, if you leave it long enough, you're going to get a big bush. But I'd never leave it that long. And as you can see, the paths are all clear here. This is the final bed that we did. Cleared this. We emptied that. We trimmed the rolls there. I do need to do a repair on this this coal frame here. It's the hinge what's gone on the other side. You can see the crocus is all coming up here in the planters. We cleaned them just in time. So yeah, the other thing I want to do is the arch. I've got to trim the arch up. In fact, we've got a tendril coming from the climbing rose, which goes from the base set. It goes all the way through the tree. Oh, that's that little coltite there, and again in the tree. Goes right the way through to the other side over there. So we need to cut that back, and we need to pull it out and sort of tie it into the arch. Yeah, he's well at home, isn't he, that little coltite? There he is in the tree. Straight on the feeder. He's just filling his face, isn't he? He's not daft. Anyway, I'm going to put some seed balls on them feeders. So, yeah, that's what the front part of the plot's looking like. You probably see a better view of the snowdrops coming underneath the trees there. So I'll leave you with that picture there. That's the front of the plot. It's where I normally sit, just over there. But not today. So as you saw in the video, we've still got a lot to do. We've got a lot of spring bulbs to put in as well. I must have 400 or 500 blooming spring bulbs in the shed that I still need to put in. And well, you see all the bulbs coming up, they're everywhere now. However, these ones have not started to germinate, so I've got at least 5 days, I've got a week to do something, and hopefully if the ground ain't rock hard, I'll be able to get them in. But I'm looking at these clear skies now, and tonight I reckon it's going to be another frosty night. So I can put the hyacinths in. I'll show you me doing that. You can do that too. There's 2 ways of putting hyacinths in. They work. In fact, there's 3 ways. You can put them. You can put them in a jug of water. You don't need soil. All they do, the roots just need to touch the water and they'll flower. You can bury them up to the top in compost, or you can just sit them on top of compost. There's several ways. I'll show you one of them anyway when I come to put them in. They've got a lovely smell, absolutely awesome smell. The only trouble is it affects my chest, so I have to bring them out once they start to flower. I can't leave them in the greenhouse because the perfume's so overpowering. It really is. But we've got a lot of them, and we're going to be planting them as well. And there's, I'd say about 300-400 more different varieties of daffodils. Well, not 300-400 varieties, 300-400 daffodils, but there's about 4 or 5 varieties more to go in. And if you look back to last year, we've got thousands of tulips and daffodils which come up in the front part of the plot. And the reason why we can have these coming up is because the fruit trees don't take up a lot of space, and we like to fill the gaps in. And as you saw there's on the tour, the snowdrops are starting to come up now as well. We do need to top dress the paths. I'm just waiting for some good wood chips to come. The wood chip which is up there isn't that bad, but it's not good enough for the paths. In fact, let me show you this wood chip. Well, there's some nice wood chip there, but it's not nice enough for my paths. So I think I'm going to give this a miss and wait until we get the better stuff come. There's a lot of green in it, and it's pine as well, which ain't very good for the paths. However, that's horse manure. But yeah, we'll come back and get some more better stuff shortly. And if it doesn't turn up this week, I suppose we could basically use this. So as you see, there's quite a lot of wood chip there. There's a lot of horse manure there as well. I've just had another load dropped in the front horse manure bay near the main gates. Give me mate Bob a tinkle earlier. So can you drop some off? Apparently he's on his way down, so we should have another bay full of horse manure. But yeah, that wood chip up there, it's not good enough. What I like to use are ash or oak. Yeah, ash or oak, we get that, a lot of that. But what you're seeing up there, it's pine. It's not very good. I might end up using a bit of that. The trouble is, I know if I use it, as soon as I do, there'll be a truckload turn up of the good stuff. So I'm just hanging on at the moment. And hopefully by Christmas, well, before New Year's Day, the plot will look absolutely awesome. It starts to look a lot better. So that's what we've been doing. What we've still got to do, we've still got to put some horse manure on the rhubarb at the back of the plot. Lots of little jobs to do, so it should keep us occupied until the growing season starts, and for some people it's already started. So there we go. Like I said, I've talked long and hard and long enough. I'm going to try and get this video up as soon as I can, and that's it for this one. Before I go, I do need to put some sea balls into them feeders. So with that, goodbye for now.